In 2005, 5 DC parents came together with one mission: to find community-based services for their kids who battled emotional behavior disorders. Welcome to Impact Moment, brought to you by DCTV. I'm Rebecca Burnett. Total Family Care Coalition serves over 200 families every year, improving school attendance, high school graduation rates, and employment rates along the way. Today, I'm joined by Gail Avent, the founder and owner of TFCC. All right, so you and the other founders created this organization to support your kids, your own kids. What made you decide to open up your services to other families in the area?
Well, I'm glad you asked because we found that we were not alone. We was looking for services to address some of the issues that our children was admitting at the time, and we reached out for help, and we felt like we were shamed, blamed, wasn't listened to. So we was working with the Department of Behavioral Health on a system of care approach to providing services for children, no wrong door, and tailored to a family specific need. We thought it was wonderful. But so when the system of care grant went away, we were challenged by then Deputy Mayor for Families and Children's Service to organize as professional parent advocates so that we could also advocate on behalf of other families, other parents who could not come to the table or could not create their voice where they could be heard. So actually, that's how Total Family Care was born.
And what is the demand for, I know you have a lot of different services, a lot of different programs. What is the demand like in DC, and how did you decide what sort of programs to launch?
Well, we looked at the family as a unit. And so over the years, we have evolved into different programs and created programs based on what we saw a family needs. So during the COVID, we concentrated on our senior program. We found that to be very needed at the time. We understand there was a lot of seniors who was isolated from their loved ones, couldn't travel. The loved ones couldn't travel to them. We located in Potomac Gardens in a public housing complex, and there's a senior building, and it was full of seniors who were just heartbroken. So we concentrated on that program, and I'm happy to say all our seniors survived, and they still going strong.
And I love that you say that you look at the family as a unit. What positives does it bring to a family if you're focusing on them as a whole, but you're also focusing on them individually and their needs individually? What is the importance of treating a family as a unit?
Well, I related to my own personal situation where, you know, a lot of programs do great work with the youth, but they don't include the parent. And I felt left out. So when we started this program, I vowed that we would never leave a parent out because I find that when you include the parent, who sometimes get a little jealous about the good services you give them to their child, they become more invested in their child education, their upbringing, and you enhance their parenting skill. So it's almost like reconnecting the family to be a family unit. So we also have a parent support group. So we help the family look at the dynamics of their family, what caused some friction, trauma in their family. We look at the parent to see what the parent was, what type of support did the parent get when they was a small child, and then that will give you an indicator of why that parent is parenting the way they are. And so we look at the good stuff and we ask them questions because if we believe if we ask you a question, then you're going to take ownership of that response. And that's what we find. And they so happy to know somebody care enough about them to include them with their child treatment, their needs or services, because they want to be there. They don't want to be left out. Oh, we are parents.
And if someone is interested in reaching your services, how can they find you? What's your website?
Well, our website is totalfamilycarecoalition.org. Our office is located at 1214 I Street Southeast. We're in public housing, Potomac Garden Public Housing, and our Address is 1214 I Street, but we in unit 11 and 12.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for all the wonderful work you're doing in DC. I appreciate it.
And thank you for asking. As always, I'm always excited to talk about Total Family Care Coalition. And thank you.
And thank you to our viewers for tuning in to this episode of Impact Moment. It's part of DCTV's nonprofit Capacity Building Grants program, bringing meaningful media to the DMV's nonprofits that are making a difference. Find out more at dctv.org/grants and stay up to date with our latest productions on our live stream at dctv.org/live.